Chinoy TV is brought to you by
Rich Prime Global Incorporated. Every child deserves a happy childhood. Another season with fresh news stories to tell. Be inspired as we uncover the lives of successful Chinese Filipinos. Indulge as we feature the finest Chinese restaurants and luxury hotels around the metro. And be informed as we share with you the latest happenings in the Chinese Filipino community. All these and more as we officially begin season 27 of Chinoy TV. I'm Janina Chan, 我是蔡世仁, and this is Chinoy TV 废话电视台. They say that there are no secrets to success. It's a combination of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. But for Josiah Go, pursuing your passions will always lead to success. Let's get to know more about the man behind one of the country's most successful marketing firms.
I learned how to bike when I was 51. I knew I was going to fall, and I didn't want to have internal struggle. On the first day I hit a Honda. What an expensive experience. It cost me almost the same price as the bike. I'm an author, I'm a businessman, I'm an educator. I'm known in the field of marketing, innovation, and entrepreneurship. This is Josiah Go. 我是午夜世雅, and this is my profile. I was a C student in elementary and high school. I remember my dad gave me incentive when I was in grade 1, and he would give me 1 peso for every good grades that I got. My late grandfather was very worried. He kept on telling everybody in the dinner table, there's a Chinese term called boy chan boy kao, because I was very quiet all throughout. My mom is so nice. My mom lives with me, and when I'm in town, I go to church with her. I can only say she's pure of heart. My father, he's a writer. He was president of the Filipino-Chinese Writers Association and Columnists Association as well. And he turned out to have so many books. I learned that education is very important. When I was studying at LaSalle, that was 78 to 82. I felt God's grace. First few years, I was a working student. Yeah, I became friends with some people in the Anglicom community. That's the Filipino-Chinese Association. And then, they actually helped me. I was, truth be told, I was a nobody. I was just bumming around. But then, they believe in me, maybe much more than I believe in myself. And that was the start. Maybe they saw something in me. And that was my first big break in leadership. And I owe it all to them. After graduation, I got a job in RFM. So I worked there for 3 years. I was in marketing, I was in brand marketing. Started my love affair with marketing. No, I had a lot of failures. My first business in 1985, I was selling cassette tapes. My biggest mistake was I declared a price war. In a price war, the one with the lower cost is going to win. You enter a business to make money. At all costs, avoid the price war. And along the way, so many mistakes that I have done. But it's a good thing, every time there's a mistake, I always recover, learn from it. My wife is not that Chinese. My wife is a Filipina. My dad wanted to talk to me. And I thought, oh God, this is it. I think there might be confrontation, and I was trying to avoid it if it's not necessary. But lo and behold, I got the shock of my life because I had to, explain to him that I love my girlfriend. He was the one who said, well, if you love your girlfriend, you go ahead. If you want to marry your girlfriend eventually or now, it's okay with him. About 10 years of my life, I was a struggling businessman. And I was hardly in the house. So truth be told, my wife took care of my kids. She decided to be a full-time housewife. My absence was greatly compensated because of the time that she spent with my children. It's kind of difficult to work with husband and wife. There were a lot of stress, and we had to agree that once we come home, we should separate the business and the home. So as much as possible, we try not to talk about business at home. When they were young, I used to show them, a poster that I wrote. I said, here's the marketing philosophy, better than before, better than others, better than expected.
Chinoy TV is brought to you by Prestige Television, like a boss. Crown, the professional choice. Nation, for complete waterline UPVC, Philippine Valve Manufacturing Company.
Rich Prime Global Incorporated. Every child deserves a happy childhood.
Macron Trading. Gyokyan Garcia.
BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific.
Hatchimal surprise! It's ready to hatch! Did you hear that? What do you see? I hatched twins! One lives to sing, and the other one dances. They can talk to each other. I love you both. Hatchimal surprise! Each sold separately from Spin Master. Who will you hatch?
Smith and Fielders is a company that was set up in 1990. Start teaching marketing, and I start getting other people to help me out. And lo and behold, one thing led to another. We now have the biggest marketing and sales, as well as innovation and strategy courses in Asia Pacific. We have 70 courses all in all. When I started in my writing, of course, the first people that I invited are my friends and my family members. Credit to the editing effort of my wife. She will always make it so easy to read. But now, she's not just editor, she's my co-author, and she would add so many other things. The Chinese-Filipino community is one fantastic group. A few years ago, I realized I've been successful, but I have not done much to the Filipino-Chinese community. We set up Learning Chinese is Fun because we wanted to encourage the teachers to be responsible, to say, hey, let's get the interests of the student. Let's not do memory work. Let's encourage them to study on their own. When they were young, I used to show them, a poster that I wrote. I said, here's the marketing philosophy, better than before, better than others, better than expected. And sometimes they would close their ears and say, Dad, we already know about that. And I keep on repeating that. I said, I expect you to be better than before. That means better than your previous generation. I don't force them that they have to like what I do. They have other fields to explore. I actually want to create a fund to support young entrepreneurs. I'd like to use the time, not just to mentor, to teach people in classroom, but to actually invest in companies. And I'd like to come up with more books. The whole thing about riding bikes and life story is a very simple concept. You have to know your why. You only live one life, so learn new skills, keep making a difference, inspire other people, help other people. That's my biking lesson. This is Josiah Go. 我是午夜世牙. I'm an educator, author, and businessman, and this is my profile.
Learning is a never-ending process. At whatever age, we should always try to develop a new skill. Just like Josiah Go, learning how to ride a bike is just one of the many things he wanted to discover. So yes, it's never too late to learn something new. And with that, let's check out an event that promotes learning by getting you inspired. Here are the highlights of the Taipan Summit 2018. very first Taipan National Business Summit.
This story, hopefully, you can have your own success stories. In anything you do, as long as you do it with passion, you will succeed. You know, once you have the trust, you know, then everything is easy. Because if you don't trust this guy, and just because you say, oh, but we can make money, it's a very short term. And I'm sure along the way, you're gonna meet each other. If you want to be truly successful, go find a mentor. It has worked for me, and I'm sure it will work for you. Think about category growth, don't think about brand switching strategy.
If you spend your eternity with God, you need a Savior. By ourselves, we cannot live up to the standards of God. By accepting the Lord Jesus Christ, you will have eternity in the Lord.
It was all about the timing. If we did that early on, we wouldn't have grown. If we did that too late, like now, then we probably wouldn't be where we are.
This event wouldn't have been possible without the efforts of Chinoy TV.
Chinoy TV is brought to you by Nation Paper Products and Printing Corporation, Japan Parts Trading Center, distributor of Koyo Automotive and Industrial Bearings, Megatech Fine Invitations, Mayer Photo, professional photo and video equipment, Federation of Electrical and Electronic Suppliers and Manufacturers of the Philippines Incorporated, Nang Family, Chua Bengteng, Joseph Tan Solis, Pristine Hotel,
Lighting up the castle tonight. Music and lights, it's all so grand. Dreams coming true and shining bright. Barbie Dreamtopia, castle, carriage, and dolls. Each sold separately, adults a sample. You can be anything.
Community News。
非华工商总会第10次全国会员大会于2月19日星期一下午6点在马尼拉大酒店隆重开幕。出席的全国各地会员将共同拟定未来之发展大计。菲律宾总统杜特地阁下担任大会贵宾主讲人，发表主旨演讲。中国驻菲特命全权大使赵建华莅临指导。前总统、现任众议员亚罗玉等本国政商各界领袖、各国驻菲使节、华社各大友好团体代表以及外国商会的负责人莅均与会。开幕典礼会场冠盖云集，盛况空前。该会这次举行2年1度的全国会员大会，主题为团结齐心，盛景共荣。共有260多位来自全国各地的会员出席。大会将推选新届职员，并在这一主题下协商未来会务的发展大计。闭幕典礼由理事长韦炳念担任大会主席，副理事长黄书伟领导，常务理事许文忠介绍主宾席贵宾。 执行理事长黄伯来致谢词，理事兼立案秘书柯伟顺律师任司仪，非信托银行董事长海绵拉耶致辞。随后由理事长韦炳念率同该会领导及贵宾切生日蛋糕，庆祝该会成立20周年。2月20日星期二下午7时结束选票统计工作，选举新届理事。由全体出席会员投票选举新届理事132人。由132人组成的第11届理事会于计票结果公布后当场宣誓就职，并由第10届名誉理事长蔡自然监事。宣誓后即举行新届理事会第1次会议，并推选产生第11届董事。公布结果后即宣誓就职，由第10届理事会名誉理事长韦炳念监事。选举后继续召开第1次董事会议，黄伯来众望所归，以1致票当选新届理事长。
华各校友会联谊总会第6届理事会暨首届青年族职员就职典礼暨新春联欢晚会2月28日晚，加座菲律宾马尼拉世纪海鲜酒家隆重举行。该会常务顾问陈柱元担任监事员并训回，常务顾问庄前进担任大会主讲人。非华商联总会理事长黄年荣、非华工商总会副理事长戴辉清、非华校联常务理事吴子威等先后致辞。非华邮校代表、非华友好社团代表、嘉宾等应邀出席典礼仪式。名誉会长姚丽英担任大会主席并致辞。新届会长施志雄在致辞中说，副会长梁淑梅致谢词，副会长李博慈、吴良煌分别介绍贵宾以及主讲人，秘书长蔡怀强担任大会司仪，青年族新任主任洪兆成致辞。节目主持人由非华电视台蔡真卫先生担任。
菲律宾许氏宗亲总会第81、82届理监事会职员，第19、20届妇女组职员，第17、18届青年组职员就职典礼于3月3日晚在马尼拉世纪海鲜酒家隆重举行。该会名誉理事长许培熙担任监事员并训会，常务顾问许自清担任大会主讲人。中国驻菲大使馆参赞兼总领事罗刚出席并致辞。菲华商联总会理事长黄年荣，华侨善举总会董事长吴荣祥，菲华各界联合会主席蔡志和，菲华工商总会理事长黄伯来，菲律宾各宗亲联合会轮值主席李世清，菲律宾烈山五姓联宗总会理事长卢明格等先后致辞。海内外庆贺团体代表、菲华友好团体代表、嘉宾等应邀出席典礼。名誉理事长许忠兴担任大会主席并致辞，新届理事长许学宇以及新届妇女组主任许诗佑分别致辞。执行副理事长许崇元致谢词，副理事长许文忠介绍主宾席贵宾，由石秀、孙以斌担任大会司仪。
And this is their stuffed crab claw. And of course, it's wrapped in beautiful decadent almonds with a mango salsa.
Chinoy TV is brought to you by Mayor Photo, professional photo and video equipment. Enrique Chua, Albert Abaya, Tony D, Pristine Hotel, Nation for complete waterline UPVC, Philippine Valve Manufacturing Company, Macron Trading, Gyokyan Garcia,
BA Securities, your trading partner in Asia Pacific.
A way of life here in Greater Chinatown. Winford Manila Resort and Casino. For the win!
The Tinghun is a special celebration between Chinese-Filipino couples. And nowadays, it's more than just a pre-wedding celebration and practice, but also a showcase of art, style, and extravagance where modernity meets tradition.
Tinghun is a Chinese form of betrothal. The groom's family welcomed the bride's family and formally accepting her by giving her gift to ask for her hand in marriage. The most important element in a tinghun is actually the Chinese basket, or what we call the sinna, because these are the gifts given by the groom's family to the girl's family. The basket is a 4-layer basket. It has miswan, it has pork leg, which all symbolizes longevity and prosperity for the couple. The main difference of the modern tinghun and the traditional tinghun is the packaging, the materials that we use in showcasing the gifts. This can be in the form of the boxes, the paper bags, the colors of the gowns used during the tinghun.
Aside from the decadent decorations, great food is also a must for Tinghun celebrations. So right now we are here at China Blue by Jeremy Leung to try out their signature Tinghun dishes. Let's go!
Our Tinghun menu is a little bit special because we are serving in the individual plated, in a little bit modern, but of course we have a traditional ingredient using the Chinese ingredient and element inside, and then we serve on individual plated and make it more modern and presentation is more fine dining.
The Tinghun laureate is quite similar to the wedding laureate, so we also serve noodles, fish, because these are all for abundance and for longevity. So the main Chinese tradition, really, it's still there.
So now we are going to make this deep fried stuffed crab claw, and this is one of the main dishes that we have for our Tinghun menu. So now we are putting the almonds on top, all around the stuffed crab claw. It smells so great, guys.
You can try. You stop.
Here?
Yes.
So I'll just like that?
Yes, yes. And then after this, then we washing your hand, then you can deep fry it.
Okay.
So,
so now that the oil is already inside and it's already the perfect temperature.
Yes.
Wow. So now it's time to put in our crab claw. And we'll slide it in. And that's it? Is that the end?
Yes.
That's it! So here we are now seated at China Blue, and right here with me we have our special guest, aka my big sister, my achi Jessica, joining us today to try out our Tinghun signature dishes here at China Blue. She just recently celebrated her Tinghun as well, so I'm sure you have a lot of things to say as well. So let's go and dig in. This is the main course that I tried making earlier together with Chef Core, and this is their stuffed crab claw, and of course it's wrapped in beautiful decadent almonds with a mango salsa and fruits and veggies. So let's go ahead and try it out. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Since you're the achi. Okay. I'll get a bite of the veggies. The fruits, wow, really refreshing. What can you say about this?
I really like the texture of the almonds. It really brings out like a crumbly, crispy, and then inside it's really soft and tender. It's nice now how they stuff the crab.
Yeah, it's so good how they stuff the crab.
I'll give you some.
And it blends perfectly well with the mango salsa sauce.
It has a kick of spice, which is really good.
Marriage is not a noun, it's a verb. And one of the many preparations and celebrations coming up to the big day is the Tinghun. It is an act of love, commitment, and a sign of respect for tradition. And more than luxury and serving the right dish to your guests, it's really a celebration of love between two families becoming one. I'm Janina Chan, 我是蔡诗人, and this is Chinoy TV, 废话电视台.